Hey, Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK's Austin LASHAWAN QADASH class. Um, we finna go over possessive pronouns. Yeah. All right. Cool. What's the first character we have? Ah. All right. Next one. Right where I do this. Huh? Ba. Next one. Next one. Next one. Salakia. Next one. Say wa. Next one. Say ta. Okay. Yeah. Next. All right, that a little better. Damn. Shalakia, man. Good night. All right. Huh? All right. All right. We have a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, cha, ta, ya, ka, la, mana, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, and tha. That is the ancient. Now, the Assyrian is the exact same pronunciation, exact same alphabet, but the characters look different. Right? Of course, we bring this out every class. Is that when you see this, usually, I'm glad to hear it. Salakia. Usually, when you hear this, when you see this, right? See the Assyrian is always pronounced. The white man, I'm gonna say always pronounced, but the white man pronounce it in Assyrian in Yiddish. And Yiddish is this biblical Hebrew textbook that I believe it was from Yale, right? It says that Yiddish has nothing to do with Hebrew. I don't say nothing to do, but two totally complete different things, right? Opposite things. Not opposite, but different. So reason we say that is because when we see this Assyrian, you see it majority today. And they're gonna pronounce it a certain way, but we're gonna pronounce it how it's supposed to be pronounced. Why? Because this is the language the Lord gave unto us. Which is why it's called LASHAWAN QADASH, because what? What does Kodash mean? Holy. What does holy mean? Separate. All right. So, what does LASHAWAN mean? Tongue. Okay. We're going to break that down after we did this too. So, we have right? All right. All right. So, we have Ka, right? Ka has two, right?
Yeah.
Boom. Does Ma have two?
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Huh?
One.
What's next? We have Sa, right? We have I, right? Which is good to remember in the Syrian because I, Y. All right, now we have Pa, right? Does Pa have two?
Yes.
It does?
Come.
All right. Does Taza have two?
Come.
All right. What about Kwa?
La.
What about Ra?
La.
What about Sha?
La.
What about Tha?
La.
All right, this is the Assyrian. Takes a while to get used to, but you practice. Taza, Pa, Ka, Ma, Na. As you're gonna see these at the end of a certain word, right? These are like the endings, right? All right. All right. Now what I said is gonna break down is what? All right. We have LASHAWAN QADASH. What does Qadash mean? What does Qadash mean?
Holy.
Holy? All right, sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. Seem like we are back on. Yeah, it's wild. All right. So what was that? What is Lash? So okay. So the root word of this is what? Lashan, right? So we have Lashan. Look that up. You know how to look it up?
You said Sean is the whole word.
La.
Sean.
Yeah, look it up. So we're gonna get our. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get our two letter look up, right? We're gonna look it up. All right. right? So we're gonna put in our 2-letter lookup. How you search the word? We have what? L. We said Sean, right? Which means what? So we have right? What does LaShawn mean? What does LaShawn mean? Huh? LaShawn means tongue.
LaShawn means tongue?
Yeah. So why does it has a Y in there? Huh? No. You add a Y in the beginning of a word. I mean, in the middle of the word. When you add a, what does it mean when you add a Y to in the middle of a word?
We talked about it last class.
Okay, so we said this. Why is this called holy tongue?
It's our language.
But do we speak this?
Well, not now.
No, I'm saying we speak. We do. We speak it, right? We speak Hebrew.
Oh, you said because it's action.
Which is what?
It's a verb.
So in English, what would it be? What would we add into it in English? If I said Lashan means speak,
But you add ing.
add ing to it. But you don't add ing to tongue. You don't say tonguing.
No.
Right. Why is it tongue and not, why is it tongue?
Because
Use your tongue to speak. So when you speaking,
yeah.
Wa. When you add wa to a middle of a word, wa in the middle, right?
Yes.
Wa in the middle of a word equals ing. So in terms, we get like, what tongue you speak? You got multiple tongues because you speak different languages. When we turn this word into an action word or put ing, so now we have LASHAWAN QADASH or holy tongue, right? Why is this after? Why? So usually you get mistaken. So you see LASHAWAN QADASH, it's how you pronounce it, right? But when we say it, it says holy tongue. You know why? Because the holy is describing this. Is describing the tongue. You get what I'm saying? So in return, you would say, oh, holy tongue. All right, so we understand that? We got to write it in Hebrew, right? So we have LASHAWAN QADASH, right? Oh, La, Sha, Wan. LASHAWAN QADASH. Right? Now let's get into the class. Today we're talking about possessive pronouns. Right? What's possessive mean?
It's yours.
It's yours, right? What's a pronoun?
Like this, hers.
Right. That's exactly what it is. Like I, you, he, she, you know what I mean? It's like it's possessive. You know what it's talking about. And pronouns are basically like you already know the context. Meaning like when you hear a story and it'd be like, Johnny went to the mall and he ate at this place. Why is it saying he? Because Johnny's already established who you're talking about. Right? All right, so let's get that. Let's get pronouns. We're gonna have pronouns over here. Actually, I'm gonna do it right here. So we're gonna have pronouns. we're gonna have the equivalent possessive right there, right? So for pronouns, what we got? I, I, I. We're gonna do next. We're gonna do you, right? And you said what?
He.
What we got? We, right?
We. Yeah.
Next one we got?
There.
No, he,
He.
she, and what?
There.
Let's do you first.
You all.
You. We got two U's because you got one who is masculine and one is feminine, right? And we have you said they, right? They.
Yeah.
It's not there. You said there because there would be what? The possessive.
Right. That is what I'm thinking.
Okay. And I, this is masculine plus feminine, right? You, masculine plus feminine. We have we, which is same thing, right? They, one they is feminine. One they is masculine. Feminine, masculine. She and he, of course, you know what that is. And yeah, right? So I thought we had we.
We is on there.
All right, so now we gotta write them in the Hebrew. So one thing you gotta understand is that this, when you see these pronouns, let me write them in Hebrew real quick. This is what you would call formal, right? So this is on Yah, right? We have Anya, then we have Atha, right? Tha, right? Can you read that? Let me see it. Make sure they're online. They can see it.
That's AHTHAH.
Right? Then for we have a knock now, right? A knock now. And for he, we have Hawa'a. Hawa'a. For she we have Haya'a. I believe it's Haya'a. Haya'a, right? For you, masculine, we have a thumb, right? You is what is? Guess what? You feminine would be?
A dot with an N.
Huh?
A dot with an N.
A thumb with an N, right? An N. They will be hum. So what will be they feminine? Hum. All right. So that's your pronouns in a formal sense. What do I mean by formal? So formal would be basically like
formal formal is like how you talk to somebody above you. But when you like informal, it's how you talk to like your homegirl.
Right. So we're gonna give some examples. Right. That's exactly. So you said formal would be how you talk to who?
Like authority, like the people above you.
Right. That's how you would talk. Or say you like go out to eat. Basically, you talk formal to people you really don't know. Right. But you talk slang or don't talk that much formal when you around people you know, when you talk to people. So this is why we have our connectors. Now, possessive will go at the end of a word. These go at end of words. So, right? These go at the end of the word is like a connector. Right? It's how we talk. Right? So we finna write these down. So what is the possessive for I? Meaning is how can I tell you that if this belongs to me, what is this?
It's mine.
It's my. Exactly. It's my. Will be mine. But the possessive will be what? My. Right? If something belongs to you, it is your. Good job. If something belongs to, if me and you own something, it is ours. Right. If something belongs to him, it is his. Something belongs to her, it is. If something belongs to you, plural. The first one was singular. So if it belongs to them, multiple of them. Huh? No. So with a Y. What's that word we say in Texas? Everybody say it's not a y'all. But that's how we talk. We're gonna say y'all. Huh? We're gonna say y'all. Right? Same thing for this one. We're gonna say y'all. We know that's not. We know that's not gonna say. That's. We know we're not gonna say that's y'all is a real English word. But we mean you all. Right? All right. So we have they, them. What you said before? They. That's pertaining to they. That is theirs. Theirs. Right. All right. Now we're gonna write it in Hebrew. So we'll be my at the. We'll be my. Give a guess. Good night. You on it today. What is yours? Is this? I'm gonna give you a hint. Huh? With S at the end? Nah, just it's a Hebrew character. It's one of these characters up here. That when you add it to the end of a word, it could as a suffix, it will make it a possessive thing.
I got it.
Good job. What is ours? Abunawa. What does Abba mean? Abunawa, what does Abba mean? Father. Abunawa, what does that mean? Huh? So what is our? No. His and hers. What's his? What is hers? Good job. What is y'all masculine? I'm gonna give it to you. Calm, right? What is y'all feminine? That's calm. So you in the pronouns is a thumb. You feminine is what? A thumb. You plural. This is you singular, right? So if I say barakatah, that's you pertaining to you, but there's only one person I'm greeting. Say baraka. If I say a thumb. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua Baraka thumb is I'm greeting a bunch of brothers. So I say Yahweh Shema a thumb by Hashem Yahushua. I'm talking to multiple sisters. So if I have you all pertaining to you all, possessive is come, what do you think y'all will be? See how these are similar, so what do you think this one will be? You don't know?
Okay.
All right. Now there, what is that? Huh? There is the same thing as this, right? It'll be the same thing. Now, one thing you gotta understand about this is used as possessive, but say it pertains to you, but it's interchangeable too when we use it. So we're gonna give a couple examples. It's better if I show examples than just so you won't get confused. But also, when you have is mine stuff, you also can have like me. This could mean me, right? Depending on the context, when you read it, when it's talking about, you could tell which one it's saying, right? Like he's talking to me. I'm not gonna say he's talking to mine, right? So let's get a couple of examples. All right, let's start with the 5 W's. What's the 5 W's? Okay, so you said what? Who? What?
Where?
Where?
When?
Why? Who? What is who? The who in Hebrew is Maya. The reason why we're writing these down is so we can start building questions. Who was there? What you say?
Yeah.
Where you went? When did you go? When did you went, right? Why did you leave? Why did you go? Right? So that's what they have in English, right? The 5 W's, who, what, when, where, and why, right? So what is what? What would be ma? We're going to kind of stay with ma today to make everything simple. We have where, which would be ayah, right? Ayah. When is Mathaya, right? Mathaya, right? Mathaya, right? Why is Matawai, right? The why, right? Why? Because the I makes it sound like that. Matawai. Why? Of course, if you always want to look up the words, you can look it up in the two letter look up if you want to look up words. Right? So matter why is what? Why? Right? Why? Doesn't matter why. So now we're gonna do questions. Right? Questions, right? So if I say ma salam ka, what does that mean?
What?
What?
Your peace.
So he says what? What? Or you can say / how, right?
So how?
Shalom, which it was what? Peace.
Your piece.
And what's ka?
Your.
Your. So, hey, Mashalamka, how's your peace? You know, you don't just have to say shalom, brother. You can actually ask somebody how they doing by saying Mashalamka. How's your peace? How would you respond? Huh? How would you respond with peace inside of it? I want you to give me a response. Give me a response that use shalom. I want you to say
Shalom ya Tuab.
Shalom ya Tuab. Okay, let me see how that goes. The sister said she would say Shalom ya Tuab. That's what she. Now, what does that mean?
My peace good.
It's peace. My good. So instead of be like Tuab, you actually would say something like Shalom ya Tuab. Hey, Mashalamka.
Is it backwards?
What? Tuab Shalamka? No.
Is what I said backwards?
No, you got it right. Shalom ya Tuab. Now, the reason it's good to talk like this is because it shows that you know the language and you're just not just saying things you heard. Most of us, when we don't know Spanish, we just hear certain words in Spanish. We respond in a beginner's way. Like you could tell somebody the way you respond, you could tell that you really don't know Spanish. Right. But from us, and we look, if somebody say Mashalamka, you said Tuab, like he just, you don't know what you're saying. When we say Mashalamka, it's like boom, Shalom ya Tuab. We actually having a conversation. It's like in English, like, hey, what's up, brother? What's up? How you doing? I ain't nothing much, man. Just chilling, just everything good. You know what I mean? So now you can say that Mashalamka, Shalom ya Tuab. And that's why I say this is informal. Because why? This is how we conversating. It's how we conversate. Hey, what's good, brother? Like, what's good, brother? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was only thing you gotta understand is like our language today is just how it was back then. Like, it's not meant for everybody to understand. You know what I mean? Hey, what's good? What's up? Like, you literally, what's up is like, what's the sky? For example, this is off topic, but the reason why I'm breaking stuff down like this, so you can actually know what you're saying, to show that you've been talking slang the whole time and don't even know it, right? So if I say this, what is this? What's ayan mean? Don't. Or no, right? Right? What the bar mean? Speak. Speak. What do we say in English when we do something for our brother? No, in school.
No sweat.
No sweat. We always say no sweat. That's all no sweat. Right? But that's why in Hebrew, right? We would say ayan the bar because it means literally don't speak. But what we're saying is like don't mention it, brother. Ain't no big deal. Don't mention it. Right? All right. Now what we back to? So we said ma shalaka, right? So if I say ma shalom, shalom. If I say shalom, I can even say ma shalamu, right? Ma shalamu, right? What does that mean?
How's his peace?
Right. How's his peace? Right? So how would you respond to that?
What? Shalom wa to wa.
Right, same thing, right? Simple. All right. Next example. Now we have ma. We use ma a lot. That's why I said we wrote it up here. Ma is what?
How?
So, huh?
You said how?
What, how, what, or how? You know what I mean? What, depending on the context. You know, they're gonna say, "What's your piece?" or "How's your piece?" And for a formal way of saying it, right? Because we just translated it from the Hebrew to the English. You said in the Hebrew, we understand what we're saying. He's asking me how I'm doing, right? But in English, it won't make sense to be like, "What's your piece?" It wouldn't be the right way of saying it, right? So now we have ma idarka. Idorka. Right? Which is what? So it's what?
You said yeah,
K-A. So you said this is what? Your? Idarka is rank. So what your rank?
What's your rank?
What's your rank? What is your rank? How come we don't say is? Because is we don't use connecting verbs. You know, it's already implied when you want to translate it to English. You know what I'm saying? So we say, what's your rank? Oh, you want to? Okay, there's two ways we can respond to this. We can use previous classes. How would you just say, let's just say, how would you say ma a dark? How would you say respond to this? I darky ya? Yeah.
I mean Adarya.
All right, I'm gonna say Idarya.
What is it?
Think about what's five.
I did.
5 is what? Think about it. What you think it is?
Only thing that keeps popping in my head is Aisha.
If I give you a hint, I don't know how to give you a hint in numbers. Okay, I'm gonna try to say them. You have Akkad, Sanya, Shalash, Al-Rabai. No, you skipped it. Al-Rabai, which is Kamash.
Kamash?
So if I want to say my rank is 50.
Kamash Aisha.
No. 50. What is 10? Well, what is 11? Let's see, hold up. This thing is on. Oh, yeah, it's to what? All right. When you over 20, what is 20? It says over, so now you're in the 20s, right? Aisha Ra would be if it's what? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? Okay. So now you're in the 20s, now you have...
You're young.
Right, so what is it?
Aisha young.
Kamashian.
Kamashian?
Right.
Is it Kamashian?
Yeah, because Kamash.
So it's no more Aisha? So it's no more Aisha?
Kamash young. Which is... What that is? Yeah?
That's 50.
Dang, man. Salagia. All right. Aidar, yeah. My rank Is implied, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is what?
Correction.
Is 50.
Commotion.
All right. My rank is 50. My rank is 5. Now, we could have said, what, Quatazan,
Design.
right? Quatazian, which is what? Officer, right? Let me see real quick. Yeah, Quatazian, right? Quatazian, which is officer. Quatazian is officer. So, like I said, my rank is officer of 50. Right, Quatazian, Kamashian. Right? Why? And just like in when you got regular words, you use jump to make it plural. So it's kind of like you think about 10, have to get to 11, which is Akkad, Aishara, 12, right? You have Shalan, Shaya, Salaki. You have Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, and add Aishara to all those numbers, it will make it 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, so let's get more into it, more examples. All right. Now, we have where is he, right? We're gonna do where is he. Where is he? I want you to do this formally first. Formally. How would you say this formally? You would say Aya. Aya. Hawa'a. That's a good job. That's how you would say it formally. Aya Hawa'a. Aya Hawa'a. Right? Where is he? Right? Aya Hawa'a. Where is he? How would you say it informal? If you was talking to like your brother or something, or your friend, or somebody you knew. How you don't know?
I would say it the same way.
No, you wouldn't. You let the formal mess you up.
Yeah, I did. I would be like,
these are words. Remember this. These are standalone words, but these are connectors.
Also, these connectors when I'm being informal. So I'll be like, so what I say? Ayawa.
Huh?
That don't make no sense.
Aya what?
Ayawa.
How does it not make any sense?
Where is his?
So you saying is this?
This is one word.
Ayawa. Ayawa, right? Informal. Ayawa. Ayawa. You gotta say it. When they want to understand what the Hebrew for people over there watching is that you want to find a way to like it's same pronunciations, but it's a certain pauses where you say it where it's make it fluent. Right? Ayawa. So if I say Ayawa, it's more fluent than Ayawa. Ayawa. See how I say it just seem different? You don't want to make it seem like that. You want to say Ayawa. Ayawa. Right? Aya Hawa'a. Right? It makes it all sound together. All right. So that was the formal way of saying it, right? So this right here is formal. This is the formal way you would say that. Right? This is using the connectors. So like even if we had an example, like even throughout the Lord's Prayer, right? Throughout the whole, we have like things like our Father and everything. It's like Abanawa, Shabashamayim, right? What's another one? We have Malakwath Ka, right? Ka is what? Your, right? All these different things is connectors. It's always how we talk. Like to you, you say it's wrong, it's slang, but to us is how we talk, right? This is to us. That's the right way you're supposed to talk. All right, let's get some more. Let's give about 2 more examples. All right. So so now if I say, what do you want? Right? So now we have so if I say, how do I say, what do you want? Ma, right? Huh? Want? You don't know want? We have kasar, right? Okay, how do I say, what do you want? Huh?
I mean, ma kasar ata
Athaya?
ata.
No. How do you say it informally?
Informally,
Mm-hmm.
ma kazarka.
Ma kazarka. Okay. How did and this is what?
What's your wants?
Huh?
What's your want?
Your?
That's what. Yeah, your want.
All right. Okay. So now what is? That's your. So if I say so also meanwhile you understand this, you could say it like if I say what do he want, what would you use?
What did you want?
Yeah.
What?
You would still use wa, right? So if I say wa, I regate to you, what is what? He? Right. So like, okay, let's imagine now you could even use this. Like if you had you know how you have at rallies or like protests, like, what do we want? What do we want? No justice, no peace. What do we want? So what we gonna say? What do we want?
Ma kazar now.
Nawa. Right? Which is what? We like we, right?
Yeah.
What do we want? All right. This is what? All right. That's do we, and this is want. What we want? What do we want? Right? Slogging. All right, back to it. All right. So now how would you respond to this? Okay. Find a word that you want. What do you want? You know what bread is? La. Yeah, keep going. Lakam. That's bread, right? So what bread is? Yeah, so lakam, right? Which is what? Bread. Good job. So in the prayer, what does it say? The prayer. Let me see if they can read that. Bread. Right? So what do we want? I say what do we want? Yeah, ma'akazarnawa. Ma'akazarnawa. Kasarnawa. Yeah, ma'akazarnawa. And how would you respond? Lakam now? Okay.
What do we want? We want our bread.
Okay, we want. How you say what was that? We want what? We want bread.
Kazar now lakam. Or do you say Kazar lakam now? Is it we want bread or is it want our bread?
Is we want, right? Why is it we?
That's what I said.
Because you have we. We want. This kasar is what? Want. We want bread. What is our? Now, right? It's possessive. So that's why I say it's interchangeable because the bread belongs to us. We want what's ours. We want bread. Kasanawa, kasarnawa, lakam. Now, pretty simple. Now, before I end off the class, I want to go over a couple things we talked about in the beginning of the class with the LASHAWAN. Right? What we want, let me finish this. Right? We want bread, basically. So right here, my different endings you could have. Right? You have ka, which is what you want. What do you want? What you want? I say you. What do he want? What he want? What do we want? What do we want? Right? What we want? We want bread. Right? All right. So we said, what did we? Do you remember what we said in the class? Huh? No. So we're gonna have. We're gonna write a couple words on the board and say you gotta give me it as the action. Wait till I write it all the way down. Barack, right? I'm gonna write words. You should know what they mean. Shamar. You probably only know those. Like these two. It's always good to up your vocabulary. Ba'a, taza, taza, right? Taza, that does not look good. What does Shamar mean? I mean, what does Barak mean?
Bless.
Bless. What does Shamar mean?
Watch.
Shamar means watch. What does Ba'a mean? Hmm?
I'm not sure.
Come. Taza'a means leave. So, remember we heard about one? Makes it into a noun. Huh? No, one.
Oh, you said that makes it into a noun?
It makes it to a name.
A name.
So, Shamar one. Yeah, it makes it into a name. All right. Now, but we're not worried about that. We are worried about what we said. Why? Why in the middle of a word? So what would be blessing?
I don't know what gives you where you put the word, but
No, don't think it's in the middle. So don't think about it.
is it like
Think about what you want, what you think it should be. Don't think about too much. What you think it should be?
I think it should be
Tell me what to write.
A
Mm-hmm.
W A I said VAWA.
Oh, you said WA?
Yeah, that's what I said, but is it wrong?
We're gonna find out later.
RAK.
So the sister think it's Bawa Rock.
That looks like I could say that.
Okay, so would you think it's better to say Bawa Rock or Ba Ra Walk? What one look better? What one look more like is it placed in the middle? Is it Bawa Rock or Bawa Walk?
Well, the one that looks more good than mine, but yours looks better.
Right. See how easy it is? It is more fluently, right? Fluent.
It's better place.
Better place. Good job. Ba Ra Walk. Right? Now, what's next? Which will be what?
Listen.
Blessing. Right? Now, Shamar will be what? Hmm? Don't base it off the previous one.
That's what I was doing.
What you think this one should be?
Shamawar.
Flip it.
Shawamar.
Right.
See, I don't know. What makes you decide where to put it?
Well, if you look at this, right? Barak. What's Barak?
Barak is the best.
Right? So Barak is placed here because it's in the middle of Barak. You have make it like think about 2 and 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you have Shamar, right? You have what? 3. Right? Now, usually, it's easier depending on the characters, right? Because see how it has like 3 in the middle, 3, 3. It's easier that way, but for the most part, it just takes a while getting used to. That's why I said just don't overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Because what Shawamar, it's simple that way. You understand it, right? You wouldn't say Shamawar. Like this don't make sense. It just don't. Right? It's hard to pronounce and everything. You know what I mean? Because it don't make sense. Which was that? What is this watching, right? Again. All right.
So this one should be Bawa.
Good job. See how some of that was? You don't want to be like, well.
Even the amount of characters.
Yeah, it's easier like that, right?
It's literally in the middle this time.
Just like this one? All right. Which was what? What is coming, right? Taza'a. Well,
it's hard because you're not gonna split up the Z and the A.
Then what else? Like what you think about is the characters. We need to be thinking about what's counted as a character. So, like,
it's Tazawa. It's Tazawa.
Yeah, simple. You think about like don't think about English. Think like these characters still can't move. You know, Taza. You know what I mean? Can't just put it right in the middle of it, right? Tazawa, right? That's what we said. That's what it means. I'm leaving out of here, man.
Okay, but
what question? What?
So Ta and Za are both characters. So who's gonna tell me when it's Taza and then Ta Za?
Majority of the time,
it's Taza.
Yeah, because it doesn't connect like that. All right.
Okay.
Any questions for today? Huh? All right. So today we went over what? What did we go over today? We went over possessive. We went over the pronouns. Pronouns are used formally, right? When we use it formally. Possessives, we could add it to the end of a word. End of a root word. Or a what? A verb. Right? Right?
The words we just created?
These? No.
Those? Barawakya?
Let me see. No, because no. I want to say think about it as things that this what. Let's think about possessives.
Okay.
Because let me see. Let's look that up. Let's look it up.
Like my blessing.
So it says a verb is a word that we use to refer to actions. Right? So run, dance, slide, jump, think, do, go. Right? Adjectives are what? Descriptive words. So we use these right here. So our is just think about it as possessive. All right, you know what I'm saying? Just think about it as possessive. Think about it as if or you can use it in the sense of this too. So basically, we use all these suffixes to show who it belongs to in context, to know who you're talking about. You know, some pronouns, you only use pronouns when you already know who you're talking to. So if I'm talking to you, I'm like, you know what I mean? Rakata. I mean, bless you. You know what I'm saying? Rakatam, bless y'all. You know what I mean? All right? And with that, Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Barakatam, to my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema A'adan, Ba'ashim Yahushai, to my sisters.